Hello, this is Benjamin J. Cooper, formerly J. Cooper. This is a video on the performance cars that I built and then later on sold. Porsche Boxster was put with an air filter and a chip in there to make it go faster. Just small modification like that and a short shifter. Later on the short shifter broke. One of the mechanics took my car to broke it. It had to be redone. Flat screen DVD player, GPS in there, and neon lights. The WRX was more modified, so it had larger turbo, intercooler, larger intercooler, different mag wheels, performance parts on it like rotors and sway bars. The exhaust was redone, tinted windows, so the car was done, and I had offers on it, but later on I took a lot of the parts off when I sold it and sold the parts separately. I designed cars for the Fast and Furious computer game, just general ones like small ones. Came up with a design for Honda Civic, different style looks, you know, the ones with the turbos, the larger turbos that they used to make in America for the illegal car racing. And also designed the Cybertruck for Tesla, which I drew it, designed it completely with a bunch of people who were asking me in Brisbane. I was working in security at the time. They asked me to pay $70,000 in to get part of the money of Elon Musk, and I wouldn't do it. I said, no, you can pay me. I'll take $200,000. That's fine. I'm not greedy. I'll take $200,000. I don't need $1 million. And they wouldn't give it to me, but they just copied me, so they owe me money for the Cybertruck. They just stole from my brain, like a lot of people try and do to me. And also I helped design other cars for Porsche, as you know, like the Porsche video. I designed the V8 twin turbo. They've already got V8 twin turbos for Porsche 911s and other cars, but the V8 twin turbo for the Carrera 4 drives, they've never had that before. I designed that and they approved it. And also having Porsche Boxsters with turbos. That was something that they haven't had for many times. Like across 20 years, I've never had turbos with Porsche Boxsters. Because when I used to own mine, it's very good having top end speed. The top end speed can be like 260 to 350 kilometers an hour for a Porsche Boxster. But there's a lot of lag between like 70 kilometers an hour up to like about 130 to 180, around that, in between those speeds. It lags a lot, so I suggested a turbo to reduce the lag for Porsche Germany, and they did it for me. So Porsche Germany still owes me money for those things too, but I did it as a passion for cars. And all my cars I've tested out on mountain roads like Mount Nebo in Brisbane, Queensland. And I've done rally driving, you know, overseas in Asia with Subarus and, you know, like Mitsubishis, but mainly I chose Subaru over Mitsubishi because I don't know, I just like it. I like the bonnet scoop and I like the way it drives and the way it grips the road, but I've had friends who have Mitsubishi's EVOs and they say it's almost exactly the same when they match them up. It's very, very close to what a Subaru WRX performances. So over the years I've built some cars and sold them, or just kept them and sold them. So I've had like about 30 cars, probably 20 or 30 cars, including a Ford panel van, which I painted black, and I was going to put a V8 in it, but I just sold it because it was so old and it had rust in the doors. And Ford, big Fords, like the old Fords, made out of steel, had a couple of them. Yeah, quite a lot of Asian cars, like Toyota Corolla K70. I was going to put a twin turbo in it, but I didn't. So I kept it quite a lot of years as my first car, which later on I sold. So there was no modifications on it except for a stereo and painting the interior with tinted windows. So redone the stereo, you know, but apart from that, there was no engine modifications. It was just like a fuel saving car. They used to go all over Brisbane and the coast in. So that's basically a list of cars that I've had in general, and how I've been part of the jobs that I've done. So, you know, my Porsche and the WRX, and how it influenced my car parts shop also, and my driving skills, and just my learning about the car modification and the different things that I dealt with cars. I'd had a lot of people in Japan offer me to join car clubs out there in relation to just interest in cars, the car part shop, my Fast and Furious computer game and movie inputs, things like that. So that's all part of that as well.